afford a stutter when the others put their foot down. The slightest weakness could prove fatal, and the very short distance promises a lively race without any let-up. The mountains don't scare him. He's already trying to escape. Another one who's motivated to spend the day up front.
Watch out! You'll soon have no more energy to attack. He's got his teammates riding because a rider who's dangerous for the stage victory has broken away. I reckon it's walled up behind. Nobody seems to want to launch the chase.
For the moment, any breakaway has drawn a blank. Acceleration at the head of the peloton.
There's plenty of damage at the back of the peloton. It will be a long day in the saddle for those who fall behind.
Nobody left on a breakaway. Counter-attack inside the peloton.
The counter-attacking group can't be allowed to merge. Otherwise, there'll be too many of you and the peloton will continue to ride hard.
The first rider to the top will score 10 more points towards the climber standings.
Teammate is beginning to lose touch. They're riding hard behind. This isn't the moment to relax. Reduce speed a bit, otherwise you'll hit the wall. It's looking good. You've got more than a minute's lead on the peloton.
Although the route takes the riders across the Col de Peyresourde summit, points for the polka dot jersey classification will only be allocated at Peyresourde.
Keep an eye on him. He's the best climber in the breakaway. You should perhaps be waiting for the group behind. It will be easier if there are several of you. You were first over the top of the climb. That's good.
He's a good puncher. You must keep a close eye on him on short climbs.
You must constantly try to shelter from the wind, so as not to consume energy. This is what allows a rider to edge clear at the end of the race. Collective fall. It may create gaps. When going downhill, the aerodynamic position is useful to increase speed without expending energy. Keep it up! You should go to the top of the point standings at the intermediate sprint. Guys, don't forget to protect our leader. Communication is important. That's why we have TeamCom. You've won the intermediate sprint. Well done. The tempo is increasing at the head of the race. The breakaway riders will try and manage the time gap.
It's not a long climb, but it's a sustained slope.
The peloton is riding hard. Stay well placed.
He's a very good climber, but he prefers to ride at a steady pace. Acceleration is not really his forte. Just like his skills going downhill, which are pretty poor. He's a pure climber, able to follow the very best when he's in shape.
I'll make a big effort on the relay.
Go, go, go!
Whether on mountain stages or on hills, he's to be taken seriously as he climbs well.
Ahí, dale. Venga, eso. ¡Bravo! ¡Ya lo tienes!
Watch out. He's organizing the chase behind you because you're dangerous. But nothing ventured, nothing gained. You're 2 kilometers from the summit. Go on, another push. The peloton is 2 kilometers from the summit. It doesn't seem to be a good day for him. He's being distanced. He's got his team riding because he's a favorite for the stage. You should get rid of him.
Así se hace.
You seem to be running on empty. Lift your foot if you don't want to blow up. His team is starting to ride behind you because they seem to consider you dangerous for the stage win. It is not always a good idea to be too many in a breakaway, as the others will not necessarily want to cooperate with us. You are 30 seconds ahead of the favorites group. The end of the stage is not far off. Stay awake. It will soon start to move in the peloton.
Here we go. The head of the race is now onto the final climb, the Col de Portet, the first time on the route to the Tour de France.
He's got his team riding because he's a favorite for the stage. You should get rid of him.
He's an excellent puncher who also knows how to climb in the mountains. On the other hand, it's better for him that he finishes alone because his capabilities as a sprinter really are limited.
lei.
Vosotros podéis.
Vamos, campeones.
The favorites are 1 minute behind your group.
¡Ánimo, ánimo!
Alejandro Valverde needs no introduction. Puncher, climber with multiple stage wins on the Grand Tours and in the Ardennes Classics.
He's got his team riding because he's a favorite for the stage. You should get rid of him. You've got 1 minute 30 lead on the group with the favorites.
At the summit, there will be double points for the mountains classification. There will be 50 points for the stage winner.
Muy bien, muy bien. Oui, vas-y, Pierre.
Romain Bardet is part of the younger generation of French riders who can compete on a global stage. Good climber and a good puncher, it's best for his opponents to keep an eye on him and not give him too much leeway.
He's got his team riding because he's a favorite for the stage. You should get rid of him.
¡Vas a ganar, Vincenzo!
Venga, apretad un poco.
Come on, 5 kilometers. You can do it.
There are only 5 kilometers of climbing left for the winner to be decided.
Venga, apretad un poco. Vamos, chicos. Venga. Dadle ahí, que ya lo tenéis.
Try to manage things so that you don't blow up before the line.
Two kilometers left. Riders will have to keep something in reserve for the last kilometer because with an average slope of over 10%, a blow-up could be costly.
Vas-y, Dibali.
The breakaway is 1 kilometer from the finishing line. Reduce speed a bit, otherwise you'll hit the wall.